so much for joining us today on India Roundup. I'm Chandni Krishnan bringing you the national news making headlines this week. Former President and Bharat Ratna Pranab Mukherjee passed away at 84. Prime Minister Narendra Modi called Mr. Mukherjee a scholar par excellence and a towering statesman who was admired across the political spectrum and by all sections of society. Bank frauds jump in 2019-20. Despite the Reserve Bank of India tightening supervision and vigilance, total cases of frauds involving rupees 1 lakh and above increased by 159% by value during 2019-20 as per the RBI's annual report. The average lag between the date of occurrence of frauds and their detection by banks and financial institutions was 24 months during 2019-20, which means the frauds registered in 2019-20 occurred in previous years. The RBI is now working on interlinking various databases to improve fraud monitoring and detection. Has China installed missile sites on the Indo-China border? The Congress says yes, based on open source satellite imagery, which, if true, poses a grave threat to India's security. In a virtual press conference, Congress party leaders have asked the Modi government to address these concerns during the monsoon session of Parliament, along with a clearly spelt out action plan. Meanwhile, according to government sources, the armed forces is keeping a close watch on the emergent situation. Final year exams are a must for getting degrees. In a ruling that affects 1.5 crore final year undergraduate and postgraduate students, the Supreme Court has said that state or disaster management authorities could delay the exam but not scrap them. The court also said that the UGC guidelines were reasonable and had taken the pandemic into consideration by providing offline, online, and a mix of both for conducting the final exams. India records the world's highest single-day rise in COVID-19 cases with 78,761 new cases. The surge in India came as the government further eased lockdown restrictions over the weekend to help the struggling economy. The government has announced guidelines for the fourth phase of unlocking and told states not to impose lockdowns outside of containment zones. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has said that India's recovery rate among the COVID-19 patients is now 76.61% and more than 27 lakh people have recovered from the disease so far. Sonia Gandhi to continue as interim Congress chief. This came after her offer to resign in the wake of a written demand for new leadership from senior party leaders. The Congress Working Committee has authorized Mrs. Gandhi to make necessary organizational changes to strengthen the party. India wins top honors jointly with Russia at the online Chess Olympiad. The event was widely followed with over 60,000 people reportedly viewing it online. Five-time world champion and Khel Ratna awardee Vishwanathan Anand has expressed hope that the win will bring in more national honors for chess players.
The most fascinating water world on Earth, the Great Backwaters, Kerala.
That's everything from me for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We wish Keralites worldwide a happy Onam and a blessed season ahead. Stay well, stay safe, and we'll see you next week.